bit, and we're gonna replicate a little bit with this one. Shout out to Beast Mode Smooth, and this one here is titled "Man Refuses to Hold Back That Harsh Truth," and we see it. A large number of individuals don't want to listen, but this was a real heated debate, and we're about to tap into it for a little bit, and we're gonna see what it's about. So, without further ado, grab your shoulder pads and your helmet. Let's get this work.
I disagree with you because hold on. See, that's why they single, because they don't listen. This is why everybody. I disagree with you. Hold on. No, I disagree with you, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because if she was that amazing woman, she wouldn't have got that age to be single. She'd have been.
I disagree.
I disagree with that.
I disagree.
How is it that you this kind of a person? You've been alive 40 years and don't nobody want your ass? That says a lot about you. I'm gonna just be real, right? And I want all the women in here to hear this. You hear what she just said, right? You had your guards up because of your past things, right? Mm-hmm. This is why men like younger women, because they don't have those experiences. So
he's going to really give some good talking points in this, and we really want to dive into this thing and pay attention to what he says. Actually, to everybody. And what we're discovering that's going on within modern dating now is we noticed a shift. There's been a shift when it comes to modern dating. There's been a shift to getting things together as we speak. I'm thankful and grateful for those that chimed in on this Shabbat Saturday. So we're going, this is a real good topic to really talk about. But back to my point, there's been a shift when it comes to dating. Dating is not like it used to be. Animals are showing their love for each other more than humans do. There's too many this, too many that, too many women out there being masculine, too many men out there being feminine. We're gonna call that thing out today. One of the things I've always liked to stay true to is getting down to the root of it all. Where it all began. How did it first start? And once you can decipher that and acknowledge that, okay, let the healing begin. So without further ado, let's continue on his work.
Those trauma-ass decisions that you done been through your whole life that's keeping your guard up from me. This is why we date younger women. Hold on. Number two. This is why it's important. I know this now, and all us in this room made bad decisions as far as when it comes to kids and shit like that, right? Except for obviously you, right? But this is why it's important to marry while you are young, okay? This is how it's supposed to be. You guys are supposed to marry young and grow old together. You don't supposed to come with these fucking traumas from your past, traumas from our past, all this shit. But in our culture, it becomes the norm. And we try to find a way to cope with it and call it regular life.
But in black dating, in the black dating culture, blacks stick out like a sore thumb, especially when it comes to past trauma. I mean, all the lashing out. Do you see it, other races lashing out within each other? Probably don't. But it's always within the black community that you see the whole lashing out, the whole thing of, get what you can get from any and everyone. High standards. Women out there being 304s. We see it every day, all day. Again, within the black community, hell, We disrespect ourselves and each other. Other races ain't got to do shit. They just sitting back watching. Self-destruction.
It's not regular life. The way we grew up is not regular life. And somehow we find a way to make an excuse for this shit. As a people, we're not supposed to have all these goddamn kids by all these different women. We're not supposed to be running around this motherfucking hoes and doing all this shit, and women dressing like hoes and acting like niggas. Everybody is out of nature. Everybody. Both sides are fucked up. So now you have all these people coming in with they bullshit, and we trying to mix match with each other and see who bullshit outweighs or underweighs each other.
But nobody don't want to get help. That's the thing that behooves me. You have a large number of broken men, broken women, but nobody don't want to get help. Nobody don't want to sit back and say, okay, what part did I play? Let me look at myself. Nobody don't want to sit there and acknowledge, maybe I do need counseling. Maybe I do suffer from childhood trauma. Maybe that's the reason why I keep choosing the same types of individuals when it comes to relationship. I have a problem with socializing with others. I have issues when it comes to my thoughts. Oh, but y'all asses, you okay, you fine. It's them. It's not you, it's them. There is nothing perfect. There is nothing wrong with you. You are perfectly fine. You are like A-okay. But yet, it takes one to know one. Sitting back, just watching your pattern. A large number of men and women that have had a lot of trauma in their life, they have the same damn pattern. And I'm calling both out on this one. When it comes to dating, it's the same pattern. You choose ain't shit people, and then when ain't shit people do what they do to you, you want to play victim. You want to cry. You want to complain. You mad. You bitter. Something is wrong with them. Nothing's wrong with you. We got to hear the damn story time on fucking TikTok. No, take responsibility. What you mean to say is you need to look at yourself and wonder why you keep attracting the same type of individuals. Why? Why is your pattern the same?
This is why we all are single. Because all us got shit going on. And like she said, if I notice some shit and I think as a woman in her age, right? Or our age, because we all the same age. We didn't saw so much, right? We have saw so much bullshit that anything a motherfucker do is a trigger to us now. Anything. You didn't been with that many partners or been around these many situations that everything a motherfucker do, you didn't saw it before.
That reminds me, it goes back to that show, Pop the Balloon. Man comes out, women start popping their balloon. And they start popping their balloon on the stupidest shit. Meaningless. That has nothing to do with nothing. So many individuals that have been triggered, it shows. You cannot tell me you don't see that shit. It shows. This person is triggered. This person has childhood trauma. This person has been done greasy. This person has been hurt real bad and didn't quite get over it yet. We see that. We see all those elements when we sit back and we observe an individual. Better yet, sit back and listen. Once I said it before, you'll know how a person moves when you sit back and listen to them talk.
So at what point can you open up if you saw everything? Think about this. What point can you open up if you, oh, I remember my ex nigga did that, or my ex did this, or he did that, and she did this, and it's looking familiar. So these is why these gods is coming up, because we have too many partners and too much experience. We're not supposed to be like this, bro. We supposed to meet our wives in high school, stay with her to college, marry her, and be with her for the rest of our lives, and learn this is how it's supposed to be.
That's how it's supposed to be. But that, again, that's how it's not. And it's sad. We've all gone through things, man or woman. Okay? But it's up to us on how we deal with things. A large number of individuals don't deal with things so well. A large number of individuals do. People deal with things the best way that they can, to the best of their ability.
Is it like that? No, that's not the norm in our culture, because we grew up without daddies, grew up in the hood, grew up with pimps and hoes, with gangsters and all this extra shit, drug selling. We didn't live normal lives. Our lives are fucked up where we come from. Yeah. And somehow we try to make sense of it and make excuses for our bullshit. Every person in here that did some dumb shit. And I'll raise my hand and say me first. Yeah. But I look back and say, damn, I wish I could have started over. Because I'm the person that I always wanted to be now. And it hurts me so bad that I didn't marry the mother of my children. That shit hurt, bro. I got 5 baby mamas. Damn. You feel what I'm saying?
That's a lot. I'm not going to hold you. That's a lot. It does seem like he is holding himself accountable, though. In retrospect, he's basically saying he wish he can do better, or
this and that. Start helping us and saying, you know what? Let me make this a safe space for you. Well, you don't have to do that. But I'm not talking about doing it after we fight tooth and nail with every other bitch.
I like what the brother said before I continue to let the sister speak. Being able to hear things from a male's perspective is always golden. Okay? And that's one of the things that I've always liked to bring home, is that when having a platform such as the King's Table and the type of audience, a wide range of audience, I just hit 30K, so I'm so thankful and grateful. Much respect to my subscribers. Continue to subscribe. If you follow me on TikTok, continue to hit that subscribe button. If you follow me on Instagram, continue to hit that subscribe button. Yes, there's a lot of hurt men out there. There's a lot of men out there that suffer from childhood trauma. Just like there's a large number of women out there that have been hurt and that suffers from childhood trauma too. But we have to come to a medium. We have to come to a place where we got to call that thing out. And if there's room for counseling, we got to go seek that, so that the best version of ourselves can be seen by many, and we can start attracting the type of individuals that we need to attract, that we should attract, that's going to make us happy, that's going to give us peace, that truly loves us for who we are and not for what we do.
For you, as you say, yeah, sometimes it is a struggle to get a decent man. And sometimes when you find somebody that you think is decent, they show up with some of them same traits as the not so decent guy. You know what I'm saying? So that's where that guard comes, right? We still got that guard up, but from the men, y'all don't do nothing to kind of help us, but y'all want us to do all the helping for y'all. Create the peace. But we can't create the peace for you if, and you didn't ask your question, but I'm going to say something, that little girl, every woman wants to be able to still be that little girl around her guy. And I don't care what nobody say, because that's where you really have become yourself. You can laugh.
But when it comes to relationships, both parties have to pull their weight. Both parties have to come to the table with something. It comes down to teamwork. I hear what she's saying, but at the end of it all, if men are asking for something, women are asking for something, And depending on what it is that they're asking for, is it realistic or not? Both have to deliver. You can't just sit up there and say, well, you men got to do this, you men are asking for this, but you men are coming up short. Because we can go right on ahead and switch that goalpost. So when it does come to relationship, it's a two-way street. Both are going to have to pitch in. Both are going to have to put in work. Both are going to have to come to the table with something. Both are going to have to learn how to communicate.
If you can be goofy, you don't care how you look because he's made you so comfortable.
Your dad.
No, you don't. It doesn't
No,
have
it
to
don't
be
have
your
to be your
dad.
dad. I don't know if being a little girl, okay, a child, is the right terminology here. Now, I can understand if you want to feel important or have an opinion, or perhaps want to be, I guess, felt special by your significant other. Okay, I can understand that. Okay, but for you to say that you want to feel like a little girl, are you talking about feeling like a
Yeah, you're a grown-ass woman. Ain't no way in the hell a man is going to make a grown-ass woman feel like a little girl. Now, a man is going to make his woman feel appreciated, loved, wanted, and needed. Yes. That's some daddy-daughter shit that you didn't deal with. That's some daddy-daughter trauma there because your father wasn't there. A man's job is not to make you feel like a little girl in that sense. Maybe you could have chose a better wording. Man's job is to love you, protect you, and be your peace. But in the same lightning, in the same term, do the same for him. That's like me telling a woman, I want you to make me feel like I'm a little boy. Like, really? All right, let's get it.
a child, right? Because once a man starts treating you like a child, we already know how that's going to go.
You're going to have
So
something
I
to
don't know if
say
that's the right
again.
terminology here, but let me know what you guys think about that.
That's ultimately what it should be about, right? You should want to be as vulnerable as possible with your partner, but we have to learn to be able to put a person in their headspace and not by what you think is right, because you have to learn to love a person and know a person for what they're telling you they need. Because a lot of persons say, well, I did this, I did that, I did this, I did that. But did you do it because you felt like it was right? Or did you do it to make sure that that person also agreed this is what they're looking for, this is right?
But again, a large number of individuals don't listen. They don't sit back and listen to each other. They just assume. And when you do that, when you just assume without listening, well, I mean, here come the fuckery. Like, I'm just keeping it a bean. Two individuals have to be willing to listen to each other. Listen. Like, damn, seriously?
You see what I'm saying? A lot of people say, well, I did this and I did that and I did this and I did that, and it wasn't enough. Did you stop to ask that person, was this the stuff that they were looking for? Okay.
So I wanted to ask one thing, right? What you said that us as men expect y'all to always help us, but we don't help y'all. In what ways?
That's what I was saying. In that spot, to be extremely vulnerable with you
Okay.
guys. That's what I'm saying. Because the more, and if you've ever experienced it, the more vulnerable that female is around you, the more loving and nurturing she is, and the more peaceful she actually makes it for you.
I can agree with that.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it has to be
And that's another thing too, like even with us, right? With all the kids that we got.
I only have one.
No, I'm talking about the brothers. You know, my nerves.
One here, brother.
I'm talking about the brothers, but like, that's another thing, because we are fathers, like real ones, right? To the point where we take care of our children. And it's not, and most times, like, I know Mar's a good father because he didn't have one. But I had a father. He's a good father. Maybe his father was a good example for him. I had a father. I'm a good father because I want to be a better father than what my father was to me, right? Not that he was so bad or whatever, but it's just that, like, I think that as a parent, we should want our kids to be better than us anyway. So there's certain things that need to be taught in the household. And then when you don't see certain things in the household, that's where the generational curses come in, Marlon. We don't we had the 5 baby mamas and we had this and that and this, and it's like.
We got 15 kids amongst 3 niggas.
That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie, that's crazy.
But that's the thing, but look at the age that we start having the kids.
And I understand where the brother's coming from because, you know, that behavior, when we out and about, especially in the entertainment industry, it's clear that a large number of individuals grew up in a single parent household without their fathers. We see that, especially within the female artists. Okay, let's take it a step further. Even in the dating market, sit back and really analyze it, really look into it. Because if a woman had her father in her life, the way she behaves, the way she responds would be different, would not be so modern. It would be traditional. The way she moves would not be modern. It would be traditional. Just something to put out there.
Still young. You know what I mean? And so.
But
because
failed
of-
to marry young.
Because of that, yeah, because when we was that age, that's not what you were taught. Just like what we was talking about earlier, right? I was taught that, man, you have a lot of chicks, get you some money, cars. That's how we were raised because we come up in the streets.
And a large number, I'm going to stop right there, a large number of men, and it's good that brother's stating that too, because a large number of men were taught that. You know, but again, it's backwards. Sometimes you have to go back and rewind the tape. The things that men were taught when they were young, the things that women were taught when they were young. You have to look at that. You have to examine that. You have to look into it, that you have to call that thing out. Wait a minute. These things that I was taught, how does it benefit me? Look where it got me. Nowhere. I need to shift my way of thinking. I need to shift my way of moving.
You feel me? And so until you get to an age where it's like, this is some bullshit. That ain't what we supposed to be doing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But now you got all this shit
Like,
accumulated.
all this stuff that you have accumulated, you have to make a decision. I'm gonna say me. I have to make a decision to become a better man. Not only for myself, but for the girls that I gotta raise. And so now you gotta set a certain type of example for them so that because you don't, especially your daughters, you don't want your daughter messing with no nigga like who you was when you was messing with their mom.
Come on.
I don't.
No, we don't, but that's exactly who they like. The bad boy has always been the thing to them.
Yeah, man.
And that's why they always say most women have passed up on the man they were supposed to be with because he was quote unquote a lame or shit like that. The dude that's gonna treat you good is not exciting.
Yeah.
You see?
Again, and when that woman doesn't have her father in her life to give her that balance, to give her that guidance, she's going to go to what's familiar to her. And what is familiar to her? Ain't shit men. The Pookie and the Ray Rays. That's what's familiar to her. So therefore, she's going to automatically pass up the good man. Well, when will she get it? When she's done bumping her head? Once reality is done kicking her ass, then she gonna finally get it. Just hopefully it's not too late.
The bad boy makes you feel important. They like that. The bad boy with the connections, with the money, with the group of niggas, yes men around them.
That's gonna put you in a jam. It ain't gonna help. She ain't gonna tell you what's going on. They won't know. Like,
This is pretty amazing. This is the first time I actually agree with y'all.
You would never agree with us.
Amazing.
Before the show, I will never agree with you. I would never agree with y'all women. That's what he told us about.
You know, I think that we.
I love this show because I like the fact that these are normal people, normal situations, and they're having adult conversations. And you hearing different sides. You hearing the men's side and you hearing the woman's side. And they're realistic conversation. These are the type of conversations, in my opinion, that a large number of men and women need to have. You know, because this is real shit. This is real everyday life that we are deal with. You got some um, good traditional women. You got some fake ass modern feminist women out there. You have some good traditional men out there. You have some simp ass men out there. And they're calling everything out on the table and having a discussion about it. This is what a large number of men and women need to start doing. I'm going to start doing more of this so that individuals can see both sides of it. Sometimes men have to put themselves in women's shoes. Sometimes women have to put themselves in men's shoes.
We as Black people are our own worst critics. We put each other down so much, and we just belittle each other so much, and we're the only race of people that does that. It's like we put this block around each other. Like it's like far as like he said with dating younger women and then older women, it's like me as an older woman, it's like men figure that once a woman reaches a certain age, she ages out of the dating pool. Like she's no longer desirable or nobody's gonna want her because she's at this certain age. And that's just like mind-boggling to me. And we're the only race of people that do that.
Yeah, that's false. That's completely false. Okay.
Yeah, we're the only race that, again, Black women hate on Black women. You know, you have some Black men that hate on each other. They hate on other Black men. You really do. But we're the only race that will disrespect ourselves and each other publicly. And have the audacity to sit there and be mad when the shit blows up in their face.
In India, Japan, China, so on and so forth. Okay, many other parts of the world, it's literally called leftover women. Okay, once a woman hits around 27 years old, 30, around that age, she is considered leftover women. Okay, so it's not a concept made up in the Black community. Yeah, that's been happening for many, many years. Okay, so I hear what she's saying. And Kevin Samuels talked about the danger zone, and women get to a certain age and they need to pitter patter in order to find a significant other. But yeah, it's definitely not limited to the Black community. But let me know what you guys think about that.
And it's like we down each other so much, and we don't support each other, and we don't see each other as an individual. We see each other, oh well, she too old, she got this in her mind, this how she thinks, she this and that. But you don't know her, you don't get to know her, you don't know her as a person. You're taking your experiences and you're basing that person off a previous experience without actually knowing that person. You don't know how that person thinks if you've never had an actual conversation and sat down and talked to that person. Everybody just feels like, oh, is she in her 40s or she in her 50s, so her mind this and she ain't gonna learn this, she ain't gonna listen. That's why I want somebody this age, and because I can mold them into what I want them to be. And that's crazy. I'm like, all women want to be wanted and want to be desired. And it's not like I shouldn't have to compete with somebody young for this man, because I feel like this: if I have to compete for you, you don't want me.
No, that's absolutely not true. And I'm going to tell you why.
Crazy.
There are plenty of men that love older women and all kinds of women. The problem is y'all don't date y'all range.
I would like to add to that the reason why when it comes to men dating an older Black woman or a large number of Black women, I'll say your mouth. Your mouth. Either you talk too much, too damn masculine, controlling, not realistic, and a man got no time for that. Martin Lawrence once said it best: old fools used to be young fools.
twos want eights.
Excuse me. No,
You don't want.
I did think
This one, no, hold on. Let me finish it. I'm gonna let you speak. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me just say this. Hold on. No, there are plenty women. I mean, plenty men that want all kinds of women, but y'all don't want the man that's on your level. Every woman wants a man higher than their level. If you date within your level, you will get married like that. The nigga on your level, you don't look at. You looking over him like you better than him. Like you better than him.
Men do not date on their level.
Men date below their level. Right, all the time. That's why we got options.
Let me say this right quick. Men want younger women
No.
because they're able to mold them. And you can teach them and tell them what to do.
That's partially true, but also older women do the same thing with younger men. So what point are you making? Okay. And when the reason why I say that's partially true, because not every man dates a young woman for that factor. You see? Because at the end of the day, men are the prize, women are the prize. Two good people come together, they both are the prize to each other. Both are going to grow in love. Both are going to mold each other. So it has nothing to do with an older man molding and controlling a younger woman. Because if that's the case, why not say the same thing when an older woman is dating a younger man? She's doing the same damn thing. Call it. Let's call it.
And how to do it, when to do it, and what to do.
No.
With us older women, we've been there, done that. We already know ourselves. We've learned. Those younger women, those girls don't know themselves already. They're out there. Men want those women so they can mold them into what they want them to be.
And what's wrong with
We're
it?
not that.
What's wrong with me molding my wife to please me? The problem is you know you have.
Seasoned woman. She don't.
We don't want that.
Already.
We don't want that. That's the problem. Exactly. We don't want
What do you with
that.
that? Who wants to come home to this? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Would you?
No, the thing is, it's a two-way street. She acting like she making sense. She acting like she's saying something. Because you have older women that date younger men for that exact same thing. Not every woman dates a man for that exact same thing. Not every older man date a younger woman for that exact same thing. Now, listening to her, she's had some challenges. That woman has had some challenges. And she already triggered.
You want to come home to this after a hard day's work? Okay, probably not.
Hold on.
No.
I don't want my woman.
He just said it.
Hold on. We don't want women that we have to battle your past for. If I get me a younger woman with less
Thank you. Damn it. Thank you. He don't want him. He don't want him. He told you what type of woman he don't want. Look at her body language. Boy, reality is real, ain't it?
experience. Yes, it's about mold. Why can't a alpha, powerful man can't mold his wife to be that wife to make him happy?
Excuse me,
What
sir.
is wrong
You
with
just
that?
said you got
Hold
5
on.
baby mamas.
Yes.
Like, how do you think that? What do you think that we want y'all
Hey,
at?
can a doctor talk?
Hold on, baby. First of all, here's the thing. We talked about this all the time. My kids will not be a burden on you. Listen, let me speak.
Can I-
Please, let me speak.
Okay.
Our kids,
I got
our
understand.
kids is not a burden
wanna help.
on y'all like y'all kids are a burden on us. Our kids live. Listen, this is the problem. Nobody wants to listen.
Thank you. Thank you. Brother trying to make a point. And every time he's trying to make his point, woman got to ease it on in there because she triggered. He said something that triggered her. And that's why she won't let him speak. Go ahead and get it out.
You just want to talk. Just let me speak. Women, stop it. Just stop it, please.
What you looking at? You
I'm just
make the comment, please, sir.
Can,
Let
I,
him
can I
talk.
say something real quick?
because hold on, because I hate the notion that women always try to make it seem like men are semi-predators because we want a pure woman. This is what we want. Y'all can't get mad at us for wanting what we want.
The thing is, a large number of men don't want them. That's what it comes down to. They don't want them because a woman that is secured, a woman that knows her worth, a woman that is fit, friendly, and feminine, a woman that is tradition, she wouldn't be triggered by this. She wouldn't. She would not be triggered. She would not be bothered. But you can tell those that are triggered. Okay, it's obvious she don't have a man. It's obvious both of those two don't have no man. And when you sit back and you observe and you listen, you'll know why they don't have no man.
As far as the children, yes, every man in here has children, yes. But like I said, our children will not be a burden to y'all like vice versa because our kids live with their mama for the most part. If I take you serious with kids, your kids are going to be under my wing, no, it's the truth. And you need to hear this because at the end of the day, when I come, if I come home to you and you have children and you live with me, I got to bring 6 meals home instead of 2. You think I'm gonna just buy half the kids' food?
So basically,
I'm a man. I'm supposed to provide for my family. So hold on, and it gets deeper. I got to buy more bedrooms for a house. Okay, with me and you and one child, that's a 2-bedroom. But if you got 3, 4 kids, I gotta that's $4,000-$5,000.
So your babies ain't never coming over to visit?
Yes, they are, but
So
they don't live. They don't live there.
Your baby mama, you a drummer neither?
Baby, stop.
Me?
so
Okay.
Men and women are not perfect. However, this woman here is triggered. She's triggered.
Hey, it's not about being perfect. It's just it is what it is.
Yeah, he's basically saying it's a different dynamic, okay, if you are a single mother, okay, because more often than not, you're going to have custody of the kids, okay, the kids are going to be living with the mother, okay, that's just how the court system is set up for a man, okay, so whatever agreement that you have with the mother, if the kids come over every other weekend or what have you, they go right back to the mother, okay, full time. Okay, he's not dealing with his kids. He doesn't have full custody of his kids full time. Versus if he was to take on a single mother that has kids, she's now going to look to him to be responsible for the food, the provision, okay, supporting, protecting, and providing. Okay, that is on your lap full time. So I know it's.
And I understand where he's coming from. She's not listening to nothing he's saying. Because if she was really fully listening to everything he was saying, then this would have been the notion here. This would have been the understanding. She basically would have been saying the same thing my man and him just said. But once again, it goes to show a large number of women do not listen. They hear what they want to hear instead of hearing what they should hear.
Sounds like a bit of a double standard when it comes to the single dating market, but it is what it is.
No matter how many kids a man has, as long as he's financially stable, he can date any woman he wants. It's not the.
I knew it was coming. I knew that was coming.
He's so predictable with that.
How am I predictable? It's the truth.
Because your
They don't like that.
If
back to I got the money. I got money. I got
That's
money.
my job.
I got money. But here's the thing. I'm gonna stop right there. Take it away. Say God forbid tomorrow you have nothing. Then what do you have left? How are you valuable to me? Oh,
how? Wait a minute.
take it away.
I'm finna take it away.
No, take it.
I'm finna take it away.
Take it
Watch
away
this.
now.
See, when women get their back against the wall, this is the type of shit they do. They go, hey, let me speak.
Yep.
Jesus.
Yep.
Yell again.
You need them.
Man, I'm sitting here listening to y'all, and every time I speak, y'all cutting me off. Can I please speak?
That's how you did me last week. Though. There you go. You did. Have a great day. Go ahead, finish.
Go ahead, finish.
I don't even want to go speak no more. Y'all go ahead.
Go ahead. Finish.
No, go ahead.
I want to hear what you got to say.
No,
I want to hear what he got to say.
No, I ain't got nothing to say. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you.
Oh, you
Oh,
closed
shit.
it. You always piggyback to finances. I have money. Take it away.
Okay.
How are you valuable?
How am I?
Got his mind.
Hold on. No. I'm gonna tell you in the dough. Money matters when it comes to a man. My job is to protect and provide, okay? If I can't do those two things to start with, I am not a man. It starts with protecting and providing. Then obviously it comes with all the other shit. But let's be honest, ladies. A man can have all this integrity and all this shit y'all talking about. If he's broke, you not gonna f with him. So stop the cap.
That's true. That's facts on that. That's facts on that. That's absolutely facts. If a man ain't got no financial backbone, she out. But a white woman or a Spanish woman, a Latina, can see the potential in you and take you and rock with you.
So if you my man and you have nothing, you have no money, how are you valuable to me?
At what age are we talking? Your age right now? It does matter because if you're young, both of y'all supposed to be broke. You're young. Okay. Why would you be dating a man at 40-some years old with nothing?
Right now,
Let's start there.
You the one always.
I'm asking you a question.
You still have not answered my question.
And the question is what?
You answered it.
Say it again so I can answer it one more time.
He answered it.
Jesus Christ.
Right.
I don't understand.
You have nothing.
Okay.
You valuable to me.
Okay. So you saying if you meet a man off the bat,
you have nothing. You valuable.
But see, that's the
what
thing.
I'm saying is this. Hold on, brother. Because she keeps saying if you have nothing, what is the circumstance? Is you talking about you with a man?
I said,
Would you let me speak? Jesus Christ.
So what am I talking about?
Because you say, because you listen for a second.
Your whole
Can I hold on? Can I-
You have nothing.
Okay.
If you have no money,
I understand
What
what
value?
you're saying, but you're not listening to me because you keep saying nothing. You have to put what you're saying in context. Are you saying I'm a man that was with you that fell off, or are you saying I'm a man that you met off initially and I ain't got shit? What is the scenario?
Listen, okay, so what Sabrina is saying, if you're a man coming into a relationship with her and you have no financial stability, nothing to offer, what is it that you can offer her
Nothing.
as a man? Because we're saying that because you always
he said nothing.
on finances.
Yes.
What if you didn't have finances to offer? How are you valuable to a woman with no finances?
First of all, if you 40 years old and you ain't got no money, you are not valuable. You're a piece of shit. That's number one. And number two, why would you be dating a man 40-some years old that ain't got shit?
Thank you.
This is what I'm trying. No, answer the question.
No, but
This is-
Thank you. He answered it. If you're a man, you ain't got no finance, you don't have no financial stability, then you're nothing to her. That's it. You nothing to her. You are no value. Because in a woman's head, the finances, the financial part of it, trust me, that's like the first thing. He got to make this amount of money. He got to have this. He got to have that. I'm not saying don't date no broke man, because ain't no way in hell will I date a broke woman or a struggling woman. I can care less. I don't give a damn how good the booty is, how good the head clinic is. If a woman is broke, I ain't messing with her. Because that's a burden. So if you're going to say the same thing, if you're going to make statements and apply those statements to men, men have the right to apply those same statements to women as well. But as soon as a man does that, a large number of women get in their feeling and get triggered and start feeling some type of way. Bullshit. Man ain't going to accept nothing.
So you
But-
keep talking about
but let me help y'all.
y'all all over the place.
Because he done answered the question like 4 or 5 different times.
The reason why he feel that way comes from women. That mindset that
But
he
don't be
has.
vague. You're gonna have to
It
bring
don't
that
come from nothing.
No.
Our job is to protect
No,
and provide for our family.
I get
How is that come from women?
I get that because of how women are. Because
Mhm.
of how y'all are.
What do you mean?
Okay, if you had millions of women that didn't care about you having some money, he wouldn't think that way. Right?
What?
I'm a little off.
Why?
He lost me.
You ain't off.
So you trying to make it's not about
You are not off. You heard everything. You heard what the hell he just said. You just don't like what he said. Because what he said was truthful.
leading with money. It's about doing your job as a man. It has nothing. You keep making it seem like, oh, I got money. That's the end all be all. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is a man should be financially stable before he enters a relationship, because your job starts with protecting and providing for your family. If you cannot do that, you don't need to be in no damn relationship. It's just that's
Shit, fuck that. I'm gonna keep it 3,000 with you. Both parties needs to be financially stable. Now run till that. If a man needs to be financially stable, so should she. Because in a relationship, player, we take care of each other, partner. We provide for each other. We protect each other. We satisfy each other. All this, men gotta do this, men gotta do this. Women gotta do the same damn things too. We all got different roles to play. But damn it, at the end of the day, of the end all, it's teamwork. 50-50. And if you're not trying to do that, then the hell with you. Go burn in hell somewhere.
True from this
You need to
world.
get yourself
Bring us
together.
an issue if you had
From
none of
this
that
world, from
over
this
them.
society.
How
you shouldn't be dating if you ain't got that.
Okay.
Why are you even dating if you ain't got no damn money?
What-
That makes no sense to me.
what-
So again, that means you're leading with money.
You're not leading with me. You're fulfilling your duty as a man.
Right. Different strokes.
Even if a man entered a relationship and he didn't have any money whatsoever, that relationship is not going to last, right? It's not going to last. It's destined to fail, because that woman is going to have a breaking point where she is just going to get up and leave. Okay. She is going to leave and move on to a man with money. Okay. We all.
And don't get it twisted. You got simps out there. They lean in with their money. That's what she was, I believe that's the point she was trying to make. And a large number of you simps out there, y'all need to sit y'all asses down and get a grip and a handle on life. Stop leaning in with your money and your status. That don't mean nothing to a traditional woman. Now, maybe a 304, traditional modern feminist, Spider Monkey 99 cent mop bucket pirate, yeah. But not to a traditional woman. All right, just want to make that point.
all know about hypergamy, especially if she's working, she has things going on. She's not going to stick with a dude that has no money whatsoever and she's fully taking care of all the bills, protecting and providing.
Me neither.
Like, it's just a recipe for disaster. It really
Me
is.
neither.
That you come in contact with, you leading with money.
How many men you mess with that ain't got shit?
I know
Every-
men that think just like him. I know, like, I think like him. Like, it stems from how it is. You know, ain't nobody finna cook me if I can't get these haircuts every week.
Ain't
Ain't
nobody
nobody
looking
about
at your haircuts every week though. Butter,
Well, that's for you.
Like, no, you're not even understanding where I'm coming from.
where you coming from?
Wait, okay, let me break it down to you.
Break it down.
The way I carry myself.
Okay.
Okay. My ability to take care of myself, to take care of my things at a high level
Yeah.
is attractive.
But you're doing
Wait,
it for
pause.
yourself though.
What you mean? I'm
Because
doing
that's
it for
what you
myself.
told us.
No,
No,
You're not doing it for no woman. You
yourself.
told us that.
yeah, I'm doing it because that's just how I carry myself.
No, you
But
carrying yourself
listen,
that way for
ain't-
society.
Look, ain't no man fit to do all these things like y'all think for himself. He's doing it to
That
attract
was the
women.
same thing I said
You know what I'm
a
saying?
shows ago,
So-
and you
so-
tried to
so-
move No, because now I'm going to cut you off because you tried to tell us
What?
that we should not look at men's beauty. We should look at
No,
their soul. But
no.
you just sit here and
No,
said,
no. Listen,
you just said
that's
no.
not beauty.
You just sat here and said
See, y'all women
that
never understand it because y'all women.
want to pay
Can I-
more attention if I couldn't
I say
keep up
something?
with these. No, you
Can-
couldn't say nothing because you just said too much.
Okay.
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 You said too much.
Okay, I'm gonna break it down to you.
What you saying?
No,
Whatever
you don't know what I'm
remind
saying.
You,
No.
because you did. And then,
Listen,
No,
hold
you
on.
listen.
I was arguing with my friend at the gym about he would totally agree with y'all. We was arguing about the same
And
thing.
you arguing
about-
with him,
He say,
'cause
well,
he
brother,
with
you
us.
you go do this and you go do that. Ain't that for beauty? No, the way what I'm doing.
When it comes to on the outside, here's the thing. Let's keep it real. A large number of women be at the gym getting their bodies right so they can get them a man. Period. Okay? Men be at the gym getting their body in right to get them a woman. There ain't nothing wrong with that. When it comes to fit, feminine, and friendly, those are the things that are attractive to a man about a woman. A woman that keeps herself up. A woman that knows her worth. A woman that has inner, and outer beauty. BBs. Same thing for a man. Okay? I mean, hey, it's all good. I look good for myself and to attract that right woman and look good for my woman. Period. Now, I marry that woman, I'ma still look good for myself and look good for my wife. Because she gonna do the same. Now.
And how y'all do it is different. So when I go get a haircut and when I'm grooving myself, I'm not doing that from beauty. I'm doing that to be clean.
But you just said to be.
But you're not making sense.
It don't supposed to make sense to you.
Do supposed to make
Yeah, I'm
sense.
really trying to understand what he's saying.
If I had nothing and I'm in a relationship with you, you ask what do I offer? Jamal, right? A man's job is to provide, to protect, and also to be present. Now, I don't got the money, but I'm in the house with you. I still got my mind. I can get the money back. It ain't always, for me, it's not always about the money for me. Because everything everything that is about me that's value has nothing to do with the money, got everything to do with my character. So if my character is intact and my mind is intact, the money is it can come back always. But if I'm there to support you, to help you, to be present, to protect you and be present in your life, it's more ways that I can help you than just with money.
I hear what he's saying when he's talking about the character of a man. I will agree with him. Okay, the intangibles.
I agree too.
But unfortunately, when it comes to these model women, okay, they're not viewing it that way. Okay, it's all about the money. We've seen it time and time again. It comes down to the money. Okay, after a while, the money ain't coming in. You don't have a job. You don't have your stuff together. That relationship is on the rocks. Okay.
Not only that, but again, a white woman or a Latin woman can see the value in you, see the true man in you, and will invest in you and rock with you. And when a large number of black women see this, oh, you a sellout. Something wrong with you. It's like, no, I came to you first. You ghosted me. You threw me away. Because someone else saw the true value in me and saw something in me and said, I'm going to rock with you. You got a problem with it. But I came to you first. The fuck out of here. And this is what we see. Every day, all day. Twice on Sunday. 3 times on Friday. And these are the same women that will sit there and bang on men until men say gracefully, I'm going to fall back and go get them somebody else and end up being happy and get them a woman that's going to treat them right and love them. And it's being reciprocated. While y'all asses sit there mad, angry, bitter, then have the audacity to go on social media platforms and yap, 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 yap. And then you try to get other women to side with you, to partner up with you in your fuckery, your foolishness. You only tell half the stories, but you don't tell what part you played in it.
It's only a matter of time, unfortunately, before that relationship collapses. Okay, as a man, you want to have your stuff together. You want to have no weaknesses as a man. You want to have your finances on point, fitness on point, your health on point. Okay, you want to have a mouthpiece on you. You want to be well-read, well-traveled, hobbies, interests. Right? You want to have a life full of abundance.
Hold on.
And the same applies to woman, damn it. The same applies to woman. She needs to have those very exact things together as well. Men get tired of settling. And I know a large number of women get tired of settling. Change your damn mindset. Change your way of thinking. Change the way you move. Again, leave your ego and your pride at the front door and come in willing to sit down and listen with understanding over standing. And be willing to put yourself in each other's shoes. That's hard for most to do. That's too much.
What?
Would you answer the question?
But he answered the question. Thank you, Tim.
Hold on. No, that's a.
We asked Jamal because Jamal is the one that always jumps to finances. That's his number one go-to. That's the reason why we asked
Let me
that.
tell you why he does it.
Why you do it? Why you do it?
We sat here before the show started.
Okay.
We talked about how we grew up.
Right.
The way that he was growing. Remember the very first episode when I used the water in the cup about how it was that we was groomed and how we were. So if you got a person who you meet him and he's here with his life, all this stuff that been poured into him. This is who he is. What he was trained to be and who he knows to be is all that he can be because that's what he was taught. And not only that, he had to learn it on his own. He didn't have a father. So for him to say that, man, I got to have some money and I got to be able to provide for my family and I got to be able to protect my family. Most men feel like that, but a lot of them don't even think like that because it's like, man, some niggas rely on women.
I agree on that part. You have most men that don't talk like that. I have to agree with that. Now, let's take that same DNA domino effect and flip it towards a large number of women. The things they were taught. And we see their behavior in real time. Because their fathers wasn't in their life. So this was all they know. All they know is Pookie and Ray Ray and them. Just like a man, all he knows is Makita and Shaquita. He don't know a good woman, a good black woman. All she knows is how to be a 304, how to pop it out for everybody, to be promiscuous, and so forth, and the third. All he knows, man, I know what abandonment feels like. I know what child neglect feels like. I know what hurt and pain feels like. I know what being an outcast feels like. Because it's been done so long. Second nature. So when I choose certain types of women, it's geared to what was taught to me, my past. Same thing with women. She would pick certain dudes that was geared to her past or of what took place in her childhood. Ooh, shit, I'm hitting it hard today. Think about it. Be willing to put yourself in each other's shoes. There has always been good men and good women walking around the universe. We have to look at who we chose versus who we passed up and threw away.
We wasn't raised to be that way though. And that be the issue. When you meet somebody who was trained to we train our daughters to say no. And men are trained not to accept no. The class come right there. Right? Now, if all his life he grew up around hustlers and thugs and pimps and players, this is what he's seen.
He gonna move in that way.
Happens. We on the streets. All we did was sold drugs.
He's gonna move in that way.
We made these things. That's about those 3 lies that I told y'all earlier about how Western Hemisphere people were taught. We are our achievements, we are what we know, and we are what others say and think about us. Until you get rid of that, you really don't even know who you really are, truly. He knows who he is because he had to become the person that he is. So just because he don't have money won't make him not be valuable, because he has enough hustle in himself to get the money back. He's still gonna be a protector.
But that's why I said you have to put it in context, because she's saying if you didn't have nothing, and I'm asking her in what situation are we already together? Was I up and fell off? Or are you talking about a scenario where you meet me at the club, I get your number, and I'm broke? I ain't got shit off top. What's the scenario?
Well,
you see what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that, okay, she's saying, what value do you hold if you ain't got nothing? So I would say if we in a situation and I fell off, what I would do is get back up. That's what I would do. But if I'm a man and you meet me initially and I don't have shit, I shouldn't be talking to you. I shouldn't even be trying to date and I'm broke.
Why do you always? No, I have a question. Why do you always wait till everybody get into an uproar to elaborate on what you have to say? You say
He's
stuff.
been saying that though.
He come in the end.
Come in.
He's been saying that. He's been saying.
Again, he's been saying it. It just goes to show that a large number of women want to hear what they want to hear instead of hearing what they should hear. He's been making valid points, but in his valid point making, y'all are triggered. Y'all are getting triggered left and right and right and left. We're going to let this thing play out a little bit more, and I'm going to give my final thoughts.
You know why that happens though? Because I be listening to y'all, and y'all.
I don't think you be listening.
No, I do be listening to y'all. No, I do be listening to y'all, and it's like this is the way I look. This is what I look at. Like y'all push bullshit narratives. Y'all narratives are straight.
Let the church say amen.
You know what I'm saying?
Let the church say amen.
You didn't say that. No,
Somebody cut his mic off.
you could have said that shit.
I'm just.
To get on your ass real heavy now. Don't do that.
Right. Let me talk. I'm the doctor.
Cut his mic
I'm here
off.
to help.
Right. Because baby.
But hear me out. Hear me out.
I'm trying.
Okay, when it comes down to it, let's just tell the truth. Let's just be honest and tell the truth. Just like when
What's the truth, brother? Elaborate.
It's just real simple. Like me, I'm sitting there listening to y'all, and I'm listening to Maul. He like, well, I'm picking a younger woman, and that's because I can mold her and do. And I'm just sitting back, and I'm like, shit, that ain't why I'm picking them. They just prettier. You see what I'm saying?
So basically, what you're saying, none of the women here are pretty. So none of the women here are pretty because we're older.
For me, I wouldn't even want to.
But see, once again, you're not listening. It has nothing to do with because a woman is older. That's his preference. That's his preference. If my preference is to date a Latina, okay, or a white woman, that's my preference. No shade, no disrespect towards dating a black woman, but this is my preference. I'll take it a step further. My preference is to date a woman that is in shape rather than a woman that is not in shape. That's my preference. Woman has a preference, and woman voices her preference every day, all day. Man voices his preference, he gets criticized. He gets flamed on. Why is that?
That's true. I don't have the
Answer the question.
capacity in my mind to deal with the small mindedness.
Yeah,
Listen,
I
I
agree
can't
with that.
do it.
Sabrina,
Get on my damn
ain't,
nerves.
I've been around y'all.
Now, she's 39 years now. Look, right, brother.
Okay.
How we talk about we want to mold our woman. Even if she's older, you still can mold her in a certain way. If she cares for you enough,
Thank you.
Significantly harder.
Thank you.
See,
That's how to be who you
Hold
want
on.
her to be.
Hold on. I disagree with you because hold on. See, that's why they say it because they don't listen. This is I disagree. Hold on.
No, I disagree with
disagree
you.
with you, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because if she was that amazing woman, she wouldn't have got that age to be single. She'd have been single.
I disagree.
Disagree with you.
I disagree.
How is it that you this kind of a person? You've been alive 40 years and don't nobody want your ass. That says a lot about you.
And on that note, hey, go to my man's channel, Beast Mode Smooth. Subscribe to his channel. He's doing amazing things. I love topics like this. I love debates like this because you get to see where other folk is coming from. And you really get to vibe. It's more of a realistic vibe, and you hear from a male's perspective and you hear from a woman's perspective. But at the end of the day, the truth gets drug home. And that's what we need to hear more of, instead of all of this, men ain't shit, women ain't shit. You got to be able to have deep-rooted discussions and get down to it. At the end of the day, does the debate get heated? Yeah, it does. Everybody making their points. But at the end of the day, this is a topic that a large number of individuals need to sit down and have a conversations with so that they can have a better overstanding. Don't no man want a woman that is feminine. Hold on. Masculine, I'm sorry. Don't no man want a woman that is masculine. A man wants a woman that is feminine, fit, and friendly. Not no masculine man. Until then, go be the best version of yourself for many people to see. Take that with you and go be great.